Taylor Armstrong, who was a full-time housewife in the first 3 seasons of The Real Housewives Beverly Hills, made guest appearances from season 4 to 6. During the series' run, her appearance on the show was plagued by rumors of financial issues and domestic violence. And she later confirmed that she had been physically abused by her then-husband Russell Armstrong and had to undergo reconstructive surgery on her eye after he hit her in the face. According to TMZ, after the 2nd season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finished filming, Taylor filed for divorce. Tragically, in August of that same year, Russell died by an apparent suicide. Per the news outlet, he had racked up more than $1.5 million in debt at the time of his death. If you're a Real Housewives fan, you might recall the early days of the show when the Bravo alum lavished her only daughter Kennedy with a birthday party worth 5 figures. Her tiny tot has now grown into a vibrant and beautiful girl. After tying the knot in April 2014, Taylor and her husband, John Bluher, reside in Orange County with their 15-year-old daughter. Following her 2 initial explosive seasons, Camille Grammer was let go of the Real Housewives franchise as a series regular. In a Twitter thread, Camille revealed that Kyle Richards made the call to not have her back. "It was up to Kyle. I'm really fine. After the reunion, I didn't want to come back. It was an awful experience," she tweeted to her followers. As fans recall, Camille filed for divorce from her husband Kelsey Grammer in 2010. She accused him of cheating on her and got the last laugh when the comedian had to pay her a whopping $30 million divorce settlement. Their relationship since the divorce has been a rocky road as they co-parent their 2 children, daughter Mason and son Jude. The Bravo star began dating David C. Meyer, a lawyer and father of 2 sons, in 2016 and got married 2 years later. After her Malibu home suffered serious damage in the deadly 2018 Woolsey fire, the reality star decided to renovate and move into a nearby beachfront property she had purchased a few years ago as an investment. And according to Variety, Camille and her new husband plopped down a whopping $5.85 million on a gorgeous home in the uber-posh neighborhood of Brentwood in late 2019. Comprising of 6 bedrooms and baths, the 5,483 square foot New England-style mansion is located just off Sunset Boulevard, which features a double-gated driveway shared with one other home. The couple also owns an ocean view vacation home on the Big Island of Hawaii. Yolanda Hadid strolled onto the 3rd season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with an abundance of lemons, a strong devotion to then-husband David Foster, and the most amazing refrigerator ever seen on TV. She stayed on the reality program through season 6, chronicling her friendships with the housewives, her children, Gigi, Bella, and Anwar, and her battle with Lyme disease. Ever since leaving the show and subsequently splitting from Foster, Yolanda retreated into a more private life while still pursuing many projects. Today, she resides on a farm in Pennsylvania, where she spends her days raising cattle, chickens, and ponies. The 56-year-old is currently dating businessman Joseph Jingoli, telling Wendy Williams in 2018 that they were, quote, "very much in love, but kept their relationship low-key for the most part." After bickering on screen for nearly 3 full seasons, Adrienne, Maloof, and Paul Nassif, who share son Gavin and twin boys Christian and Colin, called it quits at the end of season 3. Despite their tumultuous divorce, the exes have seemingly patched up their relationship and are now back on friendly terms. According to Adrienne, she and Paul had to do a lot of counseling, which took years, but now they are successfully co-parenting their kids. In the years since their 10-year-old marriage came to an end, both of the reality stars have moved on with their lives. In September 2019, the botched doctor married cool sculpting specialist Brittany Pattakos. A year later, the duo was blessed with a daughter. Adrienne, on the other hand, has been involved romantically with the likes of Sean Stewart and Jacob Bush. Eileen Davidson was already an established and award-winning actress when she joined the cast way back in season 5. She stuck with the popular Bravo program for many years before officially saying goodbye to it in 2018. Following her exit, Eileen explained in an interview that she decided to say goodbye to the Housewives franchise after 3 seasons because they only wanted to use her in a limited capacity. Though the legendary soap veteran has made it seem like she quit The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that hasn't stopped her former castmates from trading shots and stirring up drama. There were rumors made by Lisa Vanderpump that Eileen was fired, but Eileen came back swinging and claims she's the one who left the show willingly. Eileen also revealed that producers have asked her numerous times to come back and appear on the show, but she reiterated that she has no interest in doing so. The 60-year-old appears to be enjoying a lot of downtime in recent months outside of her career, especially with her husband Vincent Van Patten and their son Jesse. Carlton Gebbia's time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was short-lived, but she did cause some drama in the group. Back in season 4, the show went through some cast changes. At the time, Adrienne Maloof and Taylor Armstrong quit the show. Their replacements were Carlton Gebbia and Joyce Giraud, who ended up being replaced only after one season. During an interview with Kyle Richards on the Watch What Happens Live after show, executive producer Andy Cohen explained the reasons why the Housewives didn't make it past season 4, saying, "I think Carlton and Joyce would have been great on their own, but the problem is that they didn't have existing connections to the group. I think that was part of the reason why we all kind of realized that it was a great time to bring in Lisa Rinna, because not only she's such a great character, but she was really connected to all of you." 3 years after Carlton's one-season stint on reality TV, husband David filed for divorce in November 2017. The twosome, who were married for 20 years, share 3 kids: Destiny, Mystery, and Cross. In September of 2020, the divorced couple sold their 75,000 square foot Gothic-style mansion for $13.9 million. Joyce Giraud de Ohoven has kept herself busy with plenty of things since parting ways with the Bravo show. She is the founder and CEO of Infinity Media, as well as a busy mom to 2 young sons, Michael Valentino and Leonardo Alexander, whom she shares with Academy Award-nominated producer Michael de Ohoven. Lisa Vanderpump was the queen of Beverly Hills when she was on the series for 9 seasons. Despite being an original member of the cast, Lisa had a huge falling out with her co-stars before she decided to leave the show. "I think they've made it pretty impossible for me to go back, frankly," she told Daily Mail TV during her announcement of her departure. Amidst the coronavirus pandemic and the resultant lockdown, the restaurant sector is one of the worst hit. In July, Lisa told the Daily Mail that her Villa Blanca restaurant would be closing permanently, but offered it could potentially reopen at a new location one day. "While saying goodbye to the location where we have actively served the Beverly Hills community for 12 years and employed hundreds of Angelinos is a sad time for us, we are excited to perhaps bring Villa Blanca back in the future at a different location, as its staff and customers have always been a family," she said at the time. On top of managing her various restaurants in Los Angeles, the British restaurateur appears in her hit series Vanderpump Rules, which chronicles the lives of her restaurant staff in West Hollywood, California. That's it for today. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to make sure you stay up to date with celebrity gossip and the latest showbiz news.